Cat fact: were these artists secretly Captain America? Issue 600, being a big 600 issue, had multiple stories done by different writers and artists in it. And something interesting is that there were two separate writers who included in the stories artwork that's canonically done by Captain America. The first of these small stories was written by Roger Stern, who wrote 10 issues in the early 80s. And despite being only 10 issues, it's one of the favorite runs of a lot of people, so it made a big impact. And these four pictures up here are pictures of people who were important in Steve's life at that time. That's Josh Cooper, Bernie Rosenthal, who was his girlfriend and one-time fiance, Steve himself, and Mike Farrell. These four all lived in the same apartment building, and so they were his supporting cast at the time. And so these pieces of art, while it says they were drawn by Steve, are panels from the actual comics that were drawn by John Byrne. Funny enough, this picture specifically of Steve is the panel where he first sees Bernie for the first time, so I think that's a nice touch. But according to this, Steve Rogers draws exactly like John Byrne, except later on in the same issue, there was a story written by Mark Waid, and in this, there's an auction of some of Steve Rogers' possessions going up for sale because he was dead at the time, and these are pages that it says were drawn by Steve for the Captain America comic in the Marvel Universe. These specifically are Jack Kirby pages from the Tales of Suspense era. So apparently, Steve draws exactly like John Byrne and Jack Kirby. And I mean, they're both great artists, so being like either one of them would be a real testament to how well Steve Rogers draws. But they do have pretty different styles, so I think it's funny. I guess we'll just chalk it up to the fact that one was for personal use and one was for comic use, so maybe he just draws differently when he's doing his job versus when it's just for his own personal reasons.